Hola. Hello, everyone, and welcome to A Popular Opinion. We're going to discuss different topics such as money, music, and
Success.
yes.
So,
And today we are focusing in languages. This is Voces fuera del aula. And today a popular opinion is languages should be mandatory from early childhood. So, many people believe that children should learn a second language as soon as possible, while others think that children should have the freedom to choose. So, it's a really good idea to make languages learning mandatory.
well, but first of all, we are going to introduce ourselves. So, I'm going to start. My name is Fabiana.
My name is Cristina.
My name is Haiti.
So, answering your question, can you repeat the question, please?
So, it's a really good idea to make languages learning mandatory.
Uh, yes, I think some people agree with this idea because English is like the universal language, so it can help us to do many things. What about you, Cristina?
That's true that you said, but not everyone enjoys learning languages. Some children may feel pressure if they are forced to do it.
And that's exactly we are going to discuss today. So, let's start with a fun question. If you could wake up tomorrow speaking any language perfectly, what language would you choose?
Well, a part of English, I will choose Italian because I really like how it sounds. I think it's a beautiful language, and well, apart from choosing this language to waking up and spoke this language perfectly, I think it's a easy language to learn if you are a Spanish speaker. So, what about you, Heidi?
So, I really especially like to learn English and Russian. Well,
Wow.
Russian.
yeah. English, open many doors, but Russian sound powerful and elegant.
Yes,
Yeah,
really
Uh-huh.
And
you know.
you know how to say something in Russian?
Yeah, of course. It's like привет, спасибо, слушали нас.
And what does that mean?
Well, in English, meaning hello, thanks for listening us.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
wow.
And what about you?
I would choose English
Why?
uh, because it's a global language. But
Yes.
apart of English, I would choose Mandarin Chinese because I really like the way it sounds. And on the other hand, for me, it's one of the most difficult languages to learn. So if I could wake up speaking perfectly, that would be amazing.
And you know how to say something in Mandarin?
And ni hao.
Ni hao. I
That's
just know how to
yes,
say
but the
it.
grammar
Yes.
is so difficult.
Uh-huh.
So we are going to continue with another question is what's more difficult, learning a language as a child or as an adult? What do you think?
For me, I think it's more difficult learning a language from adults because children have greater neuroplasticity, which helps them learn a language more naturally. Also, children aren't usually afraid of making mistakes.
Yes.
For example, if they hear a new word, they will try to repeat it even if they pronounce it incorrectly. Adults, on the other hand, are usually more self-conscious because it isn't their native language. Sometimes they are afraid of sounding wrong or being judged, and they can block their learning process.
Oh, that's really interesting. Yes, I think it's more difficult learning a language as an adult because when you are a child, they have like an incredible natural ability to absorb any language in this stage. And also psychologists often refer to this stage as a critical period, that this stage is really important for kids because they can absorb, as I mentioned before, a language faster.
What about you, Heidi?
Well, the finally is an adult. You know,
Okay.
they usually have uh, less free time, and they often feel afraid of making mistakes. Moreover, they tend to forget things.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, even in my age, I
Okay.
forget things.
Some words, yes.
Yeah.
And also, a barrier as an adult is that when we are learning a language, we often think in our language, in our native language, instead of feeling the new language. So that's could be a problem for us.
Okay.
Yes.
Another question. Many people believe that children should start learning languages at a very young age. What do you think some people support this idea? What about you, Fabiana?
Of learning a language as a child.
Uh-huh.
Because when you are a child, you can become this as a part of your life instead of seeing this as a obligatory subject on your school that you need to learn to pass. When you are a kid, you can learn a language as a hobby or as a game, so it could be more fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, Fabiana. Some people support this idea because learning second language in a very early age opens a wide range of opportunities. And I can help children to get better jobs and study abroad and communicate with people from other cultures. And in my opinion, is the best investments for their future.
Yes.
Okay, I share your view, Heidi. And I think learning language from an early age can provide many opportunities and in the future. Nowadays, we live in a more technological and globalized world, so being able to communicate in different languages is becoming more important. And currently, most jobs require at least a basic level of English. So learning language can help children be better prepared for those situations in the
Yes,
future.
for life. Yes.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
also
it's very important.
And also I think they can develop a better pronunciation, like a native. And it's not the important part of learning a language, because the most important part of this is communication, not
Yeah,
perfection.
absolutely, yeah.
Yes, but you can improve your pronunciation when you are a
Yes,
kid.
every day. Well, another question is, what do you think is the biggest advantage of learning a language early, in life, Fabiana?
Well, as Christina mentioned before, there is neuroplasticity. So this helps to replicate phonetic sounds for kids. Yes.
For me, the biggest advantage is that children can acquire the language more naturally. They often develop better pronunciation and listening skills because they are constantly exposed to new sounds. What about you, Heidi?
Well, from my view, I think the biggest advantage is that children can develop their brain more effectively. You know, when we are young, our brain is more flexible because
Yes,
of
it is.
neuroplasticity.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, neuroplasticity. So,
And I don't know if you heard that many people say that children are little parrots
Oh, yes.
because they repeat everything that they hear, and they don't worry about other things. They only just copy and repeat. And I think it's how they learn through imitation and repetition.
Exactly. Christina got a point. So kids are like sponges. They absorb everything they see, they hear, they can replicate it perfectly. So that's a really helpful tool. Can it be?
yeah. Now let's look at the other side. Not everyone agrees that language learning should be mandatory. Why might some people disagree with this idea? Christina.
I think learning language shouldn't be mandatory because when you force children to learn something that they aren't interested in, instead of develop a passion for it, they may develop a negative attitude or even reject the language.
Yes.
Instead of making an obligation, as future teacher, we can introduce a topic with the language with
Yes.
topics, games, and activities that they enjoy. The goal should be motivating and help them to develop an interest in the language.
Yes, I think the same. Because even when we are adults, when we are learning something that we don't like, we can start hating that thing or that topic. So with kids, it's the same.
Yes, sometimes they can enjoy the experience. If that is so boring.
Yes, they need to see this as a game and as a hobby, could be.
I think the English should be more funny, or funny activities when you learn this language.
Yes, they need to enjoy learning this language, not seeing it as an obligation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now, do you have questions?
Yes, great discussion so far. In English, more useful today than it was 20 years ago.
Oh, that's a really good question. Well, for me, English is always going to be useful, but 20 years ago, we didn't have smartphones. Now we have this tool that it's super helpful. For example, if 20 years ago you didn't know English, you were completely blocked from communicating with another person who doesn't speak your language. But if you learn English, you can communicate. But nowadays, we have smartphones. In it, we have AI, we have translators. So if you don't know the language, not only English, if you don't know Mandarin, Italian, Japanese, you can open your translator and talk with the other person.
Yeah, absolutely.
But even that, nothing beats face-to-face communication. I prefer talk to the person by myself and not with phone. So I think, yes, English is really useful today.
Yeah, so for example, if I want to get a new job in United States, the
Yes.
first requirement is good be speak English.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Real-
That's why I think this is a important skill.
Yes, it's really important. What about you?
I think English is more useful now than before.
Why?
Because nowadays English is useful for several things.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
work, communication, education, traveling. For example, if you want to travel to another country and you don't speak the local language, there is a good chance that someone understands English because many countries currently teach English as a foreign language.
Yes.
So a lot of people around the world can communicate in English.
Yes, exactly.
So, another question: Could the world be better if everyone spoke at least two languages?
Well, these questions is, well, my opinion is that yes, could be better, but only if we learn language, popular language. For example, Spanish, English, Mandarin, and popular language. Because if you learn a not popular language, you can communicate with people who spoke that language. But if you go to, I don't know, another country and you use that language that is not popular, you are like completely blocked to communicate.
Yes, and I
with
agree with you, Fabiana. Because
Well, yeah. Well, girls, so that is it for today. In the end, whether language should be mandatory or not, learning them early can open many doors and create new experience for your personal or professional life.
You prepare you for life.
Yeah. Now we leave the question to our audience. Should language be mandatory from early childhood?
Exactly. What do you think? Let us know.
let us know in the comments.
Bye.
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 Inicio de espacio publicitario.
En la Universidad Laica Eloy Alfaro de Manabí apostamos a un futuro seguro, innovador y lleno de oportunidades para quienes son parte de nuestra comunidad universitaria. En los últimos 2 años, la seguridad ha sido y es nuestra prioridad. De allí la instalación de torniquetes, cámaras con reconocimiento facial y de gran alcance en la matriz y nuestras extensiones. El centro de monitoreo y nuestra dedicada guardia privada garantizan protección y confianza en todo momento. Los entornos que potencian el sector turístico también son de gran importancia para nosotros. Por ello hemos implementado espacios como las hermosas plazas Colibrí y Centenario. Y para el espigón de nuestra ciudad de Manta aportamos con un simposio que nos dejó bellas y representativas esculturas de mármol de Carrara. A ello se suma la Plaza Manuel de Jesús Álvarez. Ellas son parte de nuestro entorno donde podemos relajarnos, estudiar y hasta hacer turismo. Y si hablamos de tecnología, nuestras salas de capacitación en Derecho y Agropecuaria y la extensión Chone están equipadas con la tecnología de última generación. Aulas de calidad con pantallas interactivas y sonido envolvente que brindan una experiencia de aprendizaje único. Además, en Chone, Manta y Sucre contamos con pantallas gigantes y sonido de alta fidelidad. A ello se suma el aumento de la transferencia de datos de 1 a 10 GB. Esto nos permite estar más conectados. En nuestra alma mater el bienestar es una prioridad. Por esta razón, los modernos cubículos de docentes en la carrera de Economía y Turismo, nuestro cine, el lactario y nuestros renovados comedores, donde la comida es deliciosa y saludable, son parte importante de nuestra cotidianidad, pues también hemos mejorado nuestras instalaciones médicas en medicina general, odontología, cardiología y muchas otras áreas de la salud. Todo con el fin de cuidar a nuestra comunidad universitaria, brindando servicios de bienestar para la sociedad en general. En infraestructura existe un cambio radical en nuestra matriz y su entorno, nuevos ductos y alcantarillado sanitario, además del soterramiento del sistema eléctrico y de fibra óptica, hacen que nuestro campus sea más seguro y sostenible, con áreas peatonales más amplias para nuestra comodidad. En materia académica ofrecemos una amplia gama de carreras técnicas, de pregrado y programas de maestría. Contamos además con 2 especialidades médicas lideradas por el Instituto de Investigación y Posgrado de Ciencias de la Salud. También nuestro renovado Instituto de Idiomas nos aporta significativamente para destacar en un mundo globalizado y altamente competitivo. Tu futuro comienza aquí, en la Universidad Laica Eloy Alfaro de Manabí.
Fin de espacio publicitario.
So, money can buy happiness. Money doesn't change people, it reveals their truly personality, and it is better to marry for money than for love. So, hello everyone, my name is Julissa.
I am Melanie.
And I'm Nicole. And this is Voices Outside the Classroom.
Yes.
So, in today's episode, we will discuss 3 unpopular opinions related to money. Sonnet, nice. Some may seem obviously, while others may be quite controversial. But all of them invite us to think, to reflect on how money influences our lives. So, let's begin.
So, our first unpopular opinion is, can money buy happiness? What do you think, Eliana?
I think money can help, but it doesn't guarantee happiness. There are a lot of people that have a lot of money and still don't feel satisfied.
Exactly.
What about you, Julissa?
Well, I would say that money allows you to have a better life. Because with money, you can access to a better education, to a better maybe opportunities to work, to job, and as well the health is important to you to know that when we have money, we are able to have a better access to medicine as well. And not only because of that, as well to have, entertainment, to travel around the world, maybe to buy fine clothes you want to have, maybe to meet another cultures, and I would say that it's important money because it's part of the lives.
Yes, I agree with that. And I think that when you have financial stability, you can think about other things, like we know a lot of people who are, maybe they don't have money, and they are so worried about they have to pay maybe the light, the arraignment, I don't know, and a lot of things, and then they can think about their dreams or their goals in their lives. And a person who has money can think in all those things, and maybe this can be helpful for them, but there's a lot of people who are, I don't know, maybe they don't have money, so they can go there.
And I have a question once you say that. Could it be that we confuse happiness with comfort? What do you think? Because it's true that happiness allows us to have a better life and to not have worries about what is going to happen with my food, what is going to happen with my health, what is going to happen with my work. I mean, so what do you think, guys?
Well, I don't think we can confuse. Well, some people confuse the happiness with confidence, but for example, for me, happiness is more like I feel free to do things. I feel freedom, and confidence like it's okay. It's good, but it's not like oh my god, I can say it's fascinated. It's just like middle, and like happiness is like maximum be grateful of life.
Yes, I think that is a factor who make a lot of teenagers work since they go out of the school and they start working, and they don't keep going at the university or doing something else. So they think that money, well, obviously money talks, and we need money for everything. And they start working and forget studying, and I don't know, maybe we are comfortable with that, but maybe they don't follow their dreams, and that's something sad for me.
So we can say that money is not happiness itself, but it can make many of the conditions for happiness easier to achieve. Now, if money has such a strong influence on our lives, it is worth asking what happens when a person gains a lot of money. Do they really change, or do they simply reveal who they truly are?
So now we're going to talk about our second topic, our second unpopular opinion, that is money does not change people, it reveals their true personality.
Well, I believe that money works like a magnificent glass, but it implies certain behaviors that were really there. Because when you have money, maybe you have access to another kind of people, I mean business people, like the one who can travel, and then you are going to be like, oh my God, I want to travel as well. I want to have my own business. So I would say that maybe when we have money, and if you were the person that when was a kid thought, oh, well, I would like to be that one, to have an expensive clothes, expensive jewelry, and once you have it, it's like, oh my God, I have it. And people maybe could be thinking, but you aren't in that way. But it's not because money, it's because it's maybe a dream that you have when you were a child, and that now that you have it, it's like it's time to show to the world who I really are. But I don't know. What do you think, Elian?
Also, I think that people can change certain attitudes because it's like they use Lisa is something new for them, and it's like they dreaming on, and it feels so exciting maybe for a short time because they could have it. So it's really amazing.
Well, I think that, well, in my opinion, I know a lot of people who says, I want to help other people. If I had the money, I will. And then they have money. Well, two kind of people. The people who doesn't have money and the people who wants the money. And then these people say, oh my God, I want to help her. I want to have the money for help her. And then he came to this side, and then there's no help. And that person, it's maybe, what do you want to say?
This is something that happens a lot on social media because we can see the influencers that maybe pretend to have money, or maybe not influencers. Only let's think about here in Ecuador. We know people that maybe pretend to have money only because their parents have money, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, I traveled to Dubai, I traveled to
Galapagos."
Yes, but the reality is that they don't have any money. Just pretend to be in that way. But I would say our advice here is to know the things that we can do with money. I mean, it's true that we can access to a lot of things, a lot of stuffs, but it doesn't mean that people should be rude or should be mad or should be like, I'm better than you. I would say this is not correct.
It's, for example, también the people that have the same other money can behave differently. For example, the one, the person that helps, and the other like ignore the world, and they forget where they came from.
You know, we have a very, very good example that is Venezuela, and now all this situation. We can see a lot of people taking pictures with the help other countries send to Venezuela, and they're just like, and where's what you bring to us, you know? And that is just pretending they help, and maybe this is for getting likes, getting money, or something like that. It's just by their own and not for helping others.
So basically, it seems that money doesn't determine personality, but it certainly tests who we really are. And if money can influence happiness and personality, there is another area where its impact creates a lot of debate: romantic relationships.
So let's go with our favorite unpopular opinion and the final one. That is it better to marry for money or for love? What do you think, Julissa? I think you will marry for love, for love.
Yes.
She's
Yes,
very
of
too
course.
romantic.
Well, I'm going to say a personal experience here. I meet a guy who has a lot of money, and we start to hanging out to know each other. But once the time was going, I was thinking like, this is not for me, because I'm the person who is important to have connections. You know what I mean? So to have these funny jokes, to talk, to be able to trust on the other person. So even though he has a lot of money, at the end I was like, no, sorry, you are not for me. So it's true that we need money, okay? Because imagine that we are going to live together, how we are going to pay the rent,
Yes.
how we're going to pay the water,
You
the
don't
food.
eat love.
Yes, that's true. So in that part, but it's not the main reason to be with someone. I would say, it's my opinion.
Julissa, you had experience, a lot of experience. Well, what do you think?
A little bit.
What do you think about the people that who is in love with someone much older than them?
I think there is any problem, you know. There is any problem. For me, it is okay. If you are really in love, it's okay. And if he has money, perfect.
The thing about that, maybe it's something cultural, and not only that, it's about education as well. And the thing about having money, because if you are the one who has money, do you think that I'm going to marry with one who has and
Well,
something that I already had? I don't think I would do it.
I agree
But
with that.
imagine,
Well, depends cases.
okay, maybe it could be about it's because you really likes him or you really likes her. But the thing here is that it's not the best way to maybe to increase your career, because love is not just money. You know, you need to build a confidence. You need to build a relationship, and a strong relationship. And so it's important, but it's not everything.
Well, there are a lot of people in the society that, well, in this, like teenagers, I had experience a person like my age married like someone much older, like 30 years old, and it's like the parents approve that. It's like,
Yeah.
But it's as well because, as we are saying, money gives you better things. So maybe they don't care about it is an old man or is an old woman. Maybe it's okay if she or he is having a good life. So what should I do? And as well, he needs to be more than 18 years old as well, because we are not talking about teenagers, we are
No.
talking about adults, and we should think about relationships as an adults and as something that we can deal when we are old people.
So, girls, we have a question from the audience. This is Eileen Perez asking, what do you think about the young people that cheating with old men only because they have money?
it's like we say society. For me, I never would. I never do that. But there are a lot of people like feel connections, or it's just like they want to be a better life.
Yes, like Catalina Santana.
But not in that way, guys. Not in that way, okay?
No,
We
no,
are
no.
here just for discussing popular opinions, not to tell you what to do because, maybe we weren't right and we are just sharing here our ideas. And maybe our advices couldn't be good or maybe our advices could be good. But the important thing here about is to know that these unpopular opinions about money allows to understand more about it and how we take care about that. Because when we have a lot of money, the better thing in my case, I would think, is to have to save it, to earn it. In that way, maybe in the future you can buy a house, you can buy a car, you can have a better life in your own ways, not only because another person gives that. Well, to finish with, I would say, any other comment maybe, you girls?
No, I think it's clear. It depends on you. If you want money, it's okay. Nobody's gonna judge you. But if you really are looking for love, girl, go for it.
Yes.
Yes.
Be free, be happy. So, today we discuss 3 unpopular opinions that may us reflect on the money of role in our lives. And although we did not reach a single answer, we discovered that many can influence many aspects of life, but it doesn't determine everything. So, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us in the episode of Voices Outside the Classroom. Thank you very much and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Inicio de espacio publicitario.
En la Universidad Laica Eloy Alfaro de Manabí apostamos a un futuro seguro, innovador y lleno de oportunidades para quienes son parte de nuestra comunidad universitaria. En los últimos 2 años, la seguridad ha sido y es nuestra prioridad. De allí la instalación de torniquetes, cámaras con reconocimiento facial y de gran alcance en la matriz y nuestras extensiones. El centro de monitoreo y nuestra dedicada guardia privada garantizan protección y confianza en todo momento. Los entornos que potencian el sector turístico también son de gran importancia para nosotros. Por ello hemos implementado espacios como las hermosas plazas Colibrí y Centenario. Y para el espigón de nuestra ciudad de Manta aportamos con un simposio que nos dejó bellas y representativas esculturas de mármol de Carrara. A ello se suma la Plaza Manuel de Jesús Álvarez. Ellas son parte de nuestro entorno donde podemos relajarnos, estudiar y hasta hacer turismo. Y si hablamos de tecnología, nuestras salas de capacitación en Derecho y Agropecuaria y la extensión Chone están equipadas con la tecnología de última generación. Aulas de calidad con pantallas interactivas y sonido envolvente que brindan una experiencia de aprendizaje único. Además, en Chone, Manta y Sucre contamos con pantallas gigantes y sonido de alta fidelidad. A ello se suma el aumento de la transferencia de datos de 1 a 10 GB. Esto nos permite estar más conectados. En nuestra alma mater el bienestar es una prioridad. Por esta razón, los modernos cubículos de docentes en la carrera de Economía y Turismo, nuestro cine, el lactario y nuestros renovados comedores, donde la comida es deliciosa y saludable, son parte importante de nuestra cotidianidad, pues también hemos mejorado nuestras instalaciones médicas en medicina general, odontología, cardiología y muchas otras áreas de la salud. Todo con el fin de cuidar a nuestra comunidad universitaria, brindando servicios de bienestar para la sociedad en general. En infraestructura existe un cambio radical en nuestra matriz y su entorno, nuevos ductos y alcantarillado sanitario, además del soterramiento del sistema eléctrico y de fibra óptica, hacen que nuestro campus sea más seguro y sostenible, con áreas peatonales más amplias para nuestra comodidad. En materia académica, ofrecemos una amplia gama de carreras técnicas, de pregrado y programas de maestría. Contamos además con 2 especialidades médicas lideradas por el Instituto de Investigación y Posgrado de Ciencias de la Salud. También nuestro renovado Instituto de Idiomas nos aporta significativamente para destacar en un mundo globalizado y altamente competitivo. Tu futuro comienza aquí, en la Universidad Laica Eloy Alfaro de Manabí.
Hello, I'm Patricia Enriquez, professor at the English Approach Communication Program, where we innovate every day at class. This new program is our response to the challenge of a globalized world.
Vivimos en un mundo globalizado donde, sin lugar a dudas, las barreras geográficas ya no limitan tanto el campo de acción del profesional. Ahora se habla más de barreras lingüísticas, con lo cual hemos apuntado a que este nuevo programa de licenciatura en comunicación tenga un enfoque bilingüe para que precisamente nuestros estudiantes puedan desarrollar su profesión tanto en el territorio nacional como en cualquier parte del mundo.
I'm proud of educating professionals who communicate fluently in 2 languages, bridging cultures and promoting links between communities.
Los invitamos a estudiar la licenciatura en comunicación de la Universidad Laica Eloy Alfaro de Manabí, un programa innovador que se imparte bajo la modalidad híbrida y con un enfoque bilingüe desde el primer semestre. Además, las asignaturas prácticas también están desde el inicio de este programa, con lo cual estamos seguros que vamos a poder contribuir al desarrollo de un profesional más integral.
What are you waiting for? Join us.
Fin de espacio publicitario.
Well, welcome back, everybody. This is the final segment of this podcast, and we're going to discuss some unpopular opinions regarding music/artists, okay? Now, my name is Yerlene, and I'm here with
Fabián.
Fernanda Campos.
Giselle Roldán.
And our first statement and our popular opinion is that TikTok has ruined some songs. So, guys, what do you think about it?
So, I think TikTok has both positive and negative effects on music. On the one hand, it helps some become popular very quickly and gives artists more exposure, and many singers have famous thanks to TikTok. And however, I believe that some songs lose their value because people only listen to a short clip, and sometimes I don't even know the artist's name, and I only recognize the beat part of the song.
Yes.
What do you think, guys?
I think it's true. I mean,
yes.
Sometimes when you listen to a song for the first time, especially on TikTok, because it's where we are most of the time, you listen to the song, but just like a little clip of 3 seconds maybe, and you're like, oh my God, this song is good,
Right.
good.
Yes.
But then you go like YouTube and Spotify, and then it's like, okay.
The music wasn't that good. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
and I also feel like nowadays, like, people is just making music to sell, you know, to make themselves famous, not to actually make meaningful music or that it actually says something. So I feel that that is the reason that people is just making music just to put it on TikTok. And
Yeah, I also agree with that opinion because now you can clearly tell when a song is made for TikTok. And not only the song has been ruined, but also the music industry.
Totally.
I mean, yes, totally. I mean, if you look into some artists, maybe not all the artists, does not generalize that, but most of the artists just look for 3 seconds of fame
A viral song, yeah.
with just one viral song, and then you see maybe for an album, they don't have an album, just one song, and they're like, yes, I'm that artist.
I would like to ask you guys about what song do you listen on TikTok that you like it, and then you listen it on YouTube or on Spotify, and you say, it wasn't that good. Can you tell me?
Well, I mean, respect our opinions, but I think happens to me a lot with, he's not a TikTok artist, I would say, but with Frank Ocean.
Really?
No, I can't believe this.
Happens not all the time, but sometimes I listen to a fraction of Frank Ocean songs, and I'm like, okay, I'm following this vibe. Yes, I feel it. And then Frank Ocean gives me like 10 minutes of the song and there's like
Oh my God, no.
upside downs and I can follow you.
I do not agree with that. You cannot talk about Frank Ocean like this. No.
Sorry.
Okay, I don't know if I know a song that I think it's ugly on YouTube, but I think that a song that, in my opinion, has been ruined by TikTok is the Mount Everest.
Oh.
By Labyrinth.
Yes.
Because
Mount
now
Everest.
I used to like that song, but now I don't like it because of the memes.
I mean, especially for us because we listen to it in Spanish and it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I wanna name a song that it's not like it was bad, but I got bored of it, and it's like "Say So" by Doja Cat. It was just, oh my God, I could not hear it once again because I swear I would like vomit.
Actually,
So of
Doja
Doja
Cat
Cat.
hates that song.
yeah, she also is like tired. Like, guys, don't ask me to
To
sing that
some
song
song.
again.
Yeah.
I don't know any songs.
How come you don't know? You don't
The
remember
Doja-
anything?
No.
Okay. Then let's move on to another unpopular opinion, guys. Let's see. Okay, another unpopular opinion is that K-pop is overhated.
Oh.
What do you agree,
That's
guys?
good.
I mean, K-pop has its goods and negatives, I would say. Most of the time, when you get to know someone who doesn't like K-pop, they always have this type of opinions like, no, it's like for only girls. Oh, no, they wear makeup. Or they don't have a really good music, but
They all look the same.
they all look the same. That's racist, I think.
It's totally racist.
Yes,
That's racist.
but I myself like some of the groups and some songs. I think they have some good music and good groups, yes. But sometimes the industry, yes,
But
is very
do you
toxic.
think that people hate K-pop, like just for the fact of being K-pop?
Maybe right now it's not that hated as it was like maybe 5 years
Yeah,
ago.
totally. You know, and this is what I keep saying all the time, that TikTok has been Americanized. Like,
Oh.
it's Americanized because everything is like English. It's not even K-pop anymore. It's just like
Yeah.
the lyrics are not Korean. They're like, I mean, smooth like butter. Come on.
It's not like butter.
Okay.
I was gonna say that
Yep.
that I will agree with that opinion, but Jorlen is right. Now, K-pop is
As always.
American pop.
Yeah.
It isn't K-pop anymore.
Yeah, it used to be hated. I think it used to be hated, and I feel like it was because teenagers were listening to it too much, and they were fangirling over these guys, and like people just started getting bored of it, and at some point started hating it, but not anymore. That was like in 2017, but now no. I feel like it's been very popularized, yeah, and so people don't hate it anymore.
Yeah, in my opinion, K-pop is often criticized unfairly, and many people judge it without giving a change, and they assume that all songs the same. That is
Not
not
really.
true.
It's not true yet.
That is not true.
There are some groups that you listen to the first time and can differently of them, like BTS or some girl groups like Red Velvet, Girls' Generation. You can listen to one
Stray
song,
Kids.
Stray
Kids. You
Twice.
can know them, but
Yes.
but yeah,
Blackpink.
sometimes they have the same formula maybe, but
Of course, not everyone has to like K-pop, but I think it deserves more respect because of the effort behind it.
yeah, I mean those guys, girls work harder for that. Like
Yeah.
mostly 10 years of train,
Singing,
dance.
dancing,
Yeah, so
performing.
it has their work behind that.
Yeah, they are extremely dedicated and disciplined.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to remind people on the public, like the ones that are watching this podcast, that you can ask as many questions as you want on Facebook. So please feel free to do it. Okay. And we have another unpopular opinion, and it says that music awards do not always reflect talent.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah, totally.
Because nobody can decide what a good album or a good song is.
Yeah.
And I think those judges are only like 4 or 5 people. How can they decide what is the best?
Exactly, and I feel like they just want like the
most popular song.
Yeah, exactly. They just award the songs that are more popular, and not really like the ones that deserve it.
Yeah, like deep lyrics, or they just want people to see their show.
Exactly.
That's why they
That
invite
is
a lot
true.
of people.
Yeah.
A lot of famous artists.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes these awards only see one person and know only and know all the work behind that. I mean, if a song is popular in all the streaming platforms, most of the time they get an award. But some artists who has great work, they never even get to go to those awards, never in their career. So it is true. I would say it is true that they don't get an award.
They don't get the recognition that they deserve. And that is true. Like, I know that there are like many good artists that are not like on posters that they are famous, that they have like good songs, as they consider, like the people, the judge consider it as famous or good, but they're really good artists, and that's something like I always be like sad about, because there are people that really deserve more. And
And also,
Yeah, I strongly with this statement. Music awards are important, but they don't always recognize the most talented artists.
Yeah, we have a question here, and it says that, what is your favorite underrated song? Do you have a underrated song?
not really, because I only listen to mainstream songs.
Yes, I know.
I listen to the most famous.
Poser.
Yeah.
Okay. You?
I think lately I've been listening to Frank Ocean. The song is American Wedding.
Oh my,
But
I love that
yeah,
song.
I love it. But some people hate it because the riff, this sound has already a song, an older song.
Oh yeah.
Hotel California, if I'm not wrong. So people hate it sometimes. I love both versions.
It's just that it could be for different like tastes, you know. So if you like Hotel California, that's more rocky, and
yeah,
when you listen to Frank Ocean's version, it's just like more pop R&B. So it's
Yeah.
like different.
But I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. What about you?
I would say one song of Frank Ocean as well, and it's like se llama Cayendo. It's called Cayendo.
Okay.
And I love that song.
I only
I
listen
should start
K-pop.
listening to
Don't-
Precaution,
But what
because you
is
guys
the-
are fangirling.
What is the song that you think that you love it, even if it's K-pop? Doesn't matter.
Smooth like butter.
No,
That's
not more than
overplayed.
it. Dynamite, no. I think House of Cards.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is
I love
a
it
good
too.
song.
But that song
It's
is not
a
underrated.
Hard song.
But that song is not underrated. I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think so.
Yeah.
I don't know
Do
him,
you
so
know
I
it?
don't know.
And then how do you know that how you agree or disagree with that? Okay. We said the final opinion, unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, if there are more questions, you can say it.
There are many questions. Okay, our final unpopular opinion says that live performances are more important than studio recordings.
Actually, I don't know, because
Look,
I think there are different phases from the artist, because at the beginning, the studio recording is the most important that he got. And after that, he made a connection with his public. The live performance becomes the most important thing in their career.
Yeah.
I could say 50-50.
okay. Me personally, I think that I prefer way more to listen to live performances, because you can hear like the raw talent of that artist.
Yeah.
And I love connecting to them by their talent, you know, like how they show how much they want to connect with their public, how they perform. So that's why I
agree with you. For me, to live performance shows and artist true ability.
Sorry, can you
Okay,
Sorry?
Okay, I agree with you.
Okay.
Live performance show and artist true ability.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'm with Fabian this time, 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah, because sometimes when you first listen to a song, you have this connection, even if it's not a live song, you know, a live version. But then also you got to know the live version, and you listen to a new face. You see a new face of the artist. Sometimes they even change like the music or even their
The
voice.
beat.
And you have like these two great experience with the same song and the same artist. So I have to say 50-50 for me.
Yeah.
I agree with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that before.
I think both are valuable, but if I had to choose one, I would say that live performance are more important
Why?
Yeah.
because live performance shows the true ability. The
Again, okay.
Like the time.
I like the
The
songs
artist.
when they are very polished. So
Very what?
Polish,
That's the
like clean,
reason.
clean
Like,
version.
I want to hear
That's
them.
why I like
want to
the
hear
studio
them.
version.
Breathe. You want to hear them breathe? Like
Yeah, exactly. I want to hear them show how good they are or how bad they are, but like perform something that they have created.
okay.
No
okay.
using autotune or any of those
Well, yeah.
things.
But sometimes I don't always know something bad. They can get
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes it changes the total voice of the singer.
Yeah, but I
But
don't like
that
that
depends on the
clear
artist.
It depends,
versions.
yeah.
Well, yes.
Because
but,
sometimes live performance are just lip sync.
well, it's,
I don't know, guys. I'm just a really music lover. Like, we have really different opinions on this.
I think it's
Yeah.
true. But we had some artists with, there are good artists, but sometimes they don't give 100% of them. Like, may I say, because I saw him just like in the weekend, Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
on
Justin
the
Bieber-
World Cup.
World Cup. Justin
Okay.
Bieber can sing, Justin Bieber can perform, and he decides
To go with a guitar and just,
I mean, yeah,
like,
come on, it's the World Cup.
it's just
Let's
that I
do
feel
it.
like they reach a level of fame that they just don't really try anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
they don't care. And
Why are you
that's
singing-
really like disappointing because you know you can do much better than that and you decide just to do that. Like,
I
come
mean,
on.
why you're singing a romantic song
Yeah.
in the World Cup? Like,
Yeah, and people are awarding that behave.
yes.
That he's saying
Yeah.
that he's healing
Like,
or something.
like what he did in Coachella. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
with his laptop.
YouTube, right? Like,
At least he's got premium.
At least he got YouTube Premium because he was like
yeah,
Justin
but
Bieber.
He didn't have a good Wi-Fi.
Oh.
He didn't. 'Cause that was like, okay.
Yeah.
It is true.
Okay. Do you guys have something else to add?
Well, I don't know, guys.
Is there any question left or?
I don't think so. People haven't really asked questions.
Because I have another unpopular opinion if you want.
Okay,
Well,
Time's over.
yeah.
Okay.
We don't really have much time now. So
Yeah.
I guess this is the end of this podcast, guys. Thank you so much for listening and for watching. And I guess we're going to see each other eventually or not. So,
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay.